Big up, everybody. This is the final whistle. Wirtz scores his first goal. Frimpong gets another assist. And we're going to roll with that. So I'm going to bring in my cold cues, my partner in crime. He's Mr. Toto. Abba!
There you go.
How's it going, Toto?
Oh, it's going well. It's going well, man. Just finished my stream.
Yeah,
everything's going well.
So how was your Crimbo, like? Your Crimbo Christmas, that's what Scouts say.
Yeah.
When they say Christmas, they go Crimbo.
No, overall Christmas was good. Overall Christmas was good, man. Of course, bring on the new year, and my overall Christmas has been well.
That's good. That's all that matters, man, bro. That's all that matters. Listen, at the end of the day, we're here to talk about Liverpool. We're also here to talk to the masses, whether it's in the chat room. But remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. You know how it goes. Hit the subscribe and all the juicy stuff. We are live on, obviously YouTube. We're live on Twitch as well, and we're also live on TikTok. This is the final whistle, game 18 of the Premier League, and we will be streaming also. This will also go on the audio podcast as well. All the final whistles go on podcast or on Stitcher, iTunes, Amazon Music, and Spotify. Everywhere where you get your podcast from, we are there. Remember, guys, what you got to do is go onto your podcast and type in Keep It Sports. The instructions are below the bottom of the screen. You do that, and we're good to go. So, Total Hammer, let's dive straight into it, shall we? Let's talk about Florian Wirtz. Now, me and you have been a big advocate of this guy, Florian Wirtz, and we knew eventually he would cook. Some parts of the fan base, I'm not here to criticize the fan base, I'm just telling you what people said. A lot of the fan base was saying that no, he's not the guy, he's not going to work. The league is too physical for him. And I said, no, look, you got to give the guy a chance. You get me? You have to give him a chance. There's been a lot of footballers what have come for the Bundesliga that came to Liverpool and I haven't really worked out. I mean, I've come to the Premier League, haven't really worked out. Perfect example, Wayne Rooney talked about it on the match of the day yesterday. He was talking Sebastian Schweinsteiger. He came over from Bayern Munich, come to Man United. Didn't work out at the beginning, but it took him a while to get used to the physicality of the Premier League, and he adjusted and become a decent player. So there is examples of people, not just coming from the German league, coming from other leagues as well. They come to the Premier League and then they get cooked, but eventually they get better and you're adjusting it. That's what you do. But when you're young like Florian Wirtz, he's only 22 years of age, he's going to be 23, I think, in May. He's still a kid, and so you have to give him time. But we've always been a big advocate of Florian Wirtz. And the past couple of games, you could see it coming. His form started getting better. He looks like he's putting a bit of weight as well. It looks like he's more stronger on the ball. He's not getting thrown off the ball like he did when he first came into Liverpool. Basically, he started to cook. And this is what we wanted. This is what we paid all this money for. But yesterday, what a brilliant game yesterday by Florian Wirtz. Passes was amazing. Total.
Yeah, and it's good that he got his first goal for Liverpool. I think he's very, very good for him, man. He's been our anchor in that midfield, in our attack. Florian Wirtz has, and just because the stats ain't said it doesn't mean he has. And if you actually watch his games and how he's played for Liverpool, he's been very, very key player. He's created the most big chances in the Premier League, and for us as well, he's created the most chances for us, Florian Wirtz, individually. So, and he links very, very well to everyone. He links to everyone, and I'm glad the way how Slot is playing him is like a link-up man. Yeah, he finds passing lanes to everyone. He always drops back to pick up the ball and then progress it a lot. And I like the way he plays Florian Wirtz, and I like the way Slot is playing him as well. But yeah, what can I say? Probably one of his best performances. So much key passes, created this game. You know, and it's good. It's good, man. He's finally coming into confidence, and that's what we need. We need confidence. Without him, we're now 4th place.
Yeah,
in the table.
Thanks to Aston Villa.
Yeah, and we're looking good, man. We're looking very, very good, and things are starting to come together.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of noise still around the club regarding Arnie Slap, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the positives of Liverpool Football Club going forward. And it looks like we are I'm not going to be completely naive. I would say that's probably the right terminology to use. I'm not naive. I can see there's still flaws and holes in our game regarding set pieces. Always conceding from set pieces, and we need to sort that out. That's probably why we need defenders as well. Alisson must be kicking himself seeing all these goals, always scoring off set pieces. As a goalkeeper, I know a goalkeeper myself. I know this guy, he's a goalkeeper, played at a decent level as well. And he was telling me the other day, he was saying, you know what, Alisson must be livid the amount of goals that he's conceding off set pieces. You know, looking at the defense, why you're not doing any better. It seems like when we concede set pieces, yeah, it's not like we've got a lot of players in the box. There's always big gaps for players to come in and head of the ball in, you get me? Or just slot in. There's never enough players in the box. It's like the first ball comes over, yeah, they header it out, and then they forget about there could be a second ball coming in, you get me? And they forget about that second ball, and that's where we always concede. And it's kind of peeing me off regarding that. But apart from that silly goal conceded by the Reds, I thought we looked really good. Toto, I think Kirkes, he started to cook. Wirtz, he started to cook. Frimpong getting another assist as well. Brilliant player, brilliant impact player coming on. That's his second assist now, I think, in 2 games. So it's looking good for Liverpool at the moment, but I still think we need to look at our defense going forward.
We have to. We have to.
A problem.
Yeah, I think we look comfortable this game. I'll say it's one of our games that we actually look comfortable in. But it's just that set piece, man, because that set piece could lose us the game or draw us the game. You know, every time. Of course, the striker who scored, it was 6'6", but still, it was the second ball, wasn't it? And look, I know the guy's tall who got it. He's 6'6". You know, he's a very, very tall guy. And that matters a lot in corners. Height matters in corners. It is what it is. But it's just our corner defense throughout the whole season has been crap. Doesn't matter how tall the geezer is. Doesn't matter who scores it. It's either second balls or it's for a header. You know, it's always been set pieces that we've been lacking at, and we just got to sort that out. And we've got to look at our set piece coach, because I don't know what's going on with our set piece routine, but we can't defend anything. Sometimes we can have mismatches. We can have McAllister on a player that's like half the size of him. You know, there's some mismatches in there that question why is McAllister on that guy, or why is Gravenberch on that guy. Is like them questions you got to ask, and it's just overall our set piece has been crap, and we haven't really been scoring a lot from offensive set pieces or defensive set pieces or anything like that. It's like a good ball goes in, we can't get on the end of it, or defensive port of time that we might clear the first ball, but as soon as the second ball comes down, we're most likely concede. So we just got to fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is really. We just need to be more solid at the back. I thought McAllister had an okay game. Again, still not back to his best, McAllister. But yeah, the ones that shined for me was Kirkes and Wirtz. Kirkes and Wirtz. Kirkes, like I said, he came in. Kirkes came in, and Wirtz both came in with high expectations. We know that Florian Wirtz, like I said about the German connection. Kirkes, we all thought that he was going to kick off straight away. Being a Premier League player, already proven, played for Bournemouth. We thought he'd come in and slot into Liverpool, but sometimes it doesn't always work that way, does it? It doesn't always work that way. And sometimes jumping from Bournemouth to Liverpool, that's the next level, isn't it? It's the next level. So it comes pressure as well. So it's all right playing for Bournemouth and, you know, you're in your comfort zone. But when you step up to a team like Liverpool, which is top level, yeah, there's more pressure on you in it. There's more pressure, and I think when Kirkers first came into Liverpool, he looked like he crapped the bed. Took him a while to settle in, but you could see him now. Yeah, he started to find his form. Now, second half of the season, I'm going to be positive. I think we're going to do well in the second half of the season. Like I said, to get good again, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, innit? To hit rock bottom, so you know where you are. That's when there's only one way up, innit? That's up. Once you hit rock bottom, Liverpool actually hit rock bottom. We actually hit rock bottom, and now from there, it's only way is up now. So we just got to be positive going forward. Try and sign a couple of players in the January window. There's rumours about Semenyo. Then there was rumours about Semenyo not joining Liverpool. Then I'm hearing rumours today that Semenyo it might join Liverpool. You don't know who to believe, you get me? You don't know who to believe because the news changes like the wind, and especially in the January window and the summer window. So we'll see what happens regarding that. But overall, yesterday with Liverpool, I was really impressed with Liverpool. I thought we really done well, Toto, and you know I'm really happy that the boys are like starting to come back a bit. I know we're not back to our best yet, but again, it takes time. Now I heard people saying on the internet that we're not in a transition. We're not in a transition period. Someone said, how can we buy all those players and spend all that money and not be in a transition period? I kind of disagree with that comment. For me, if you've got a team like we had last season, well balanced, brilliant team, won the Premier League, and I'm happy for it, and I'll be so grateful to Slat all my life that he won us our 20th league title. If you suddenly bring in 6 brand new players, yeah, and that a transition period, Toto.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you're starting them. Go ahead.
I think I've always said this. I think we took too many. Not always said this, but I think I said it in one of the videos before. That we probably took too many players out for a team who just won the league.
Yeah.
You know? And Slut wanted to bring these players in to implement his system, his stuff, his tactics, whatever you want to call it, yeah? And the players are simply have to get used to it, and it seems like the players are gelling. They're getting comfortable. And they're suiting their role correctly. Of course, now we're playing players in the right position. Slot has tweaked a few stuff, but not as much, and that's what we gotta look for, you know, because we were some fans were just too impatient. Some fans can be too impatient sometimes. You know, when you take 7 players out and bring so many players in, that's completely new to the club. The simple we want them to get going straight away. But it's not going to work that way. Of course, you bring a new striker in. You want your striker to get along. But again, it depends how the manager plays you. You know? I say Haaland, for example. Haaland cooked as soon as he went to Man City. He went to Man City. You know why? Because Pep implemented a system around him. Even before, had the good wingers, the good midfielders. And he's a poacher kind of striker. And Pep had the players for. That's why Haaland did so well. With us, we took so many wingers out. We took Diaz out. Salah is not the winger like he used to be. So our 2 wide men's completely different now. So, and of course, our midfield, it hasn't changed too much. But again, Macca's not on the best form as he used to be. We're implementing Jones back in the team. There's so many change arounds in the teams. We just got all the players to gel together, and it looks like it's doing that now.
Totally agree, Toto. I totally agree. Look, all we got to do is just keep our chins up. We've got a decent run coming up. I know we've got Arsenal at the end of January. That's going to be a tough game. Yeah, but we're just going to keep moving forward, keep the energy going. We know the team's not perfect. We're not complete morons. We know he's not perfect, but I just don't see the point in just running down the club.
Nothing's perfect at the end of the day.
Huh?
Nothing's perfect at the end of the day, you know?
No. And with us, yeah, someone said something the other day. They said, look, the Liverpool fan base, I'm not saying all, but a lot of the Liverpool fan base are acting like what they hate. And the guy goes, what do you mean? He goes, do you remember Chelsea back in the day? Even now, if Chelsea loses 4 or 5 games in a row, they get rid of the manager and then they just suddenly bring in another one. No thought of it. They just bring him in and see if it sticks. They throw mud at it to see if it sticks. With Liverpool are not like that. You get me? Liverpool don't usually sack managers. You get me? We usually wait, we give them a chance, and at the end of the season, we let them go, then we bring in another one. That's the proper way to do it, innit? That's the way Liverpool's always done it, innit? So basically, the guy said, Liverpool acting like Chelsea fans, spoiled and privileged. We won the league last season, good, 20 league titles. I commend Liverpool for that. But because Liverpool now are going for a bad time, and because Arne Slot's going for a bad time, people just said, nah, slut out. It's not that easy. Slut out. Who are you going to bring in? Do you really want Slut out? Yeah. Now, halfway through the season, what, to bring someone else in for him to put his style on there, mess the whole team up even more? The best thing they should do is just keep Slut there to the end of the season and see what happens at the end of the season. That's the proper way of doing it, you get me? Not just chucking him out now, yeah, and going, oh yeah, Arne Slut out. It's easy just to say Slut out. It's easy to say Slut out. Because if you're bringing somebody in, remember that old saying, be careful what you wish for. You take him out, you bring someone in, what then? Say if it doesn't work out, then we're back to square one again. So the best thing you should do, you keep Arne Slot there and see what happens at the end of the season and see what we get and see where we end up. That's why. And if the owners want to get rid of him, that's their prerogative, innit? That's their prerogative. That's their business, you get me? Good. But now, where I stand now, I'm slotting. I'm not even slotting. It's about Slot. I am Slot. Fix it. Fix the situation that we're in. And slowly but surely, I know we played Wolves, and I know there's a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's only Wolves, but it's 3 points. It's 3 points. We are 4th in the table. What was that saying? Mans was saying it's going to take 13 games for Liverpool to get to top 4. Where are they now? Quiet. Remember them ones, Toto? Go ahead,
I think some people got too overwhelmed with him. So, of course, it's not over yet. The scene's not over yet.
Drop. Boom.
But look, it's just what would it benefit us getting rid of Slot? There's not many managers available now, and we don't know. It's always, we could get this man, we can get this manager. Yeah, but again, that's players getting used to another system again. It takes time to build a system around players. You got Florian Wirtz. I think we build the team around Florian Wirtz, and there you go. Because Florian Wirtz is the key to all our passing, our passing lane. Wirtz is always there to link up with other players. He's always there to pick up balls. I'm just gotta wait, and it's called a process. You take that many players out, you bring players in. It's called a process. You know, the guy just wanted to league last season. You know why he wanted to league last season? Because players knew where players were. They were linking well with each other, and they've been playing with each other for years and years. Because you know why? Because the more you play players together, they will get used to each other again, or they're more used to each other. Because the last team from last season were all used to each other. We brought Slot in. Slot did his coaching business and won us the Premier League. But now when you bring so many players out and in, and you want Slot to implement his system, it takes time to build a system.
Exactly.
And now you're seeing signs. Now you're seeing signs that it's starting to come together again. Of course, people look at the scoreline 2-1 and say we struggled. But if you watch the game, we never actually struggled. We were comfortable. We were comfortable in possession. We dominated the game. You know. And that's what people are going to look at, is look the way we're playing, look at the way of course we're still a little bit unbalanced, a bit, you know. I'm not going to go out and say, we're completely balanced. No, right, set pieces still needs to improve, defending needs to improve a bit, but you can see stuff are starting to come together, and I'm staying positive about it, because I see some people coming out and saying, we're not going to get top 4, and I'm thinking, what? We're only a few points off top 4.
I know.
You know, we shouldn't be worrying. We shouldn't be worrying. We should be looking at our team, looking at our progress. Facts. Yeah, maybe the scores haven't been good enough recently. Yeah, you know, I tend to agree with you a little bit, but you can see that matches we're starting to win now, and we're going undefeated in some matches. Even if it's a draw, we're not losing now. We're not conceding first half like we used to. Them things you got to point out now. Them things, the style of football has changed.
Yeah, but they won't put that out because it doesn't suit their narrative.
No.
Some people just like to be negative, you get me? That's how I look at it, innit? That's how I look at it. Some people just like to be negative to get clicks, innit? because it suits their narrative. They just want to be, oh yeah, slut out, follow the train. You get me? I'm not like that. You get me? I'm actually an individual, and I like to think for myself. You get me? I do not like, you know me, Toto, yeah, for years and years. You know, I don't like to follow the gravy train. You get me? That's what I call it, the gravy train. The gravy train is the money in it. I don't really like to always chase the gravy train just to get clicks. Me, I'm that kind of guy who, if I've got an opinion, I will give it. I'm not gonna say, what perfect example. If you get 30 people in the room, innit? I'm one of them. I'm 1 out of 30 in the room, and the bookies are saying, or whatever people are saying is, you know what? It's better to go that way because I think you'll get more likes and more clicks. And I'm that kind of person to turn around and say, yeah, but is it true though? Is it true? I know you're getting more clicks, yeah, but is it true? Do you really think it's true? If they said, no, I don't care about the truth. I just want to get clicks, innit? But it's not true though, is it? Is it your actual opinion? If it's your opinion, go for it. It's your that's your business, innit? But for me, my opinion is I'll go the other way. You get me, Toto? I will go the other way because I like to think for myself, innit? I don't like to just jump on the bandwagon and go with it and like, this, because that's the popular thing to do. No, with me, I think we should give the guy at least to the end of the season. I think he's warranted that. He's won us the Premier League. He's had a new change coming. You remember Edwards and all that? Yeah, they're getting away with it as well. Edwards and all them, yeah, the one who recruited the players. Nobody's talking about them, innit? Nobody's talking about that. Everyone's blaming it all on Slut. Remember, these are the guys that brought the players in. Now, I'm glad they brought the players in, but I'm just saying if they didn't work, everybody's still going to blame the manager. If Virgil misses a chance at goal, he blames the manager. If Florian Wirtz misses a sitter, they blame the manager. The manager's not playing. You get me? People need to realise, honestly, he's not playing football. He's managing the team. He's telling them where to go. And if they can't score, if they can't get the job done, you can't blame it on honestly. You get me? You just can't do it. You have to give the man a chance because he won us our 20th Premier League. It's weird. Only 3-4 months ago, yeah, everybody was touting him as the new Paisley. You remember that? Everyone said, oh, he's Paisley. They're called Klopp Shankly and they're called Arnie Slut Paisley. But what now? All of a sudden now, slut out. It's true what the people say, you know. Football fans are very fickle. You get me? They're very fickle. They forget about what Arnie Slut done for us last season. And if you've got that opinion, if you're slut out, yeah, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to dispute it. I'm not going to say you're an idiot. I'm not going to come out and say anything. That's your opinion. But my opinion is it's slut fix it. And because that's the way I feel inside. I'm as an individual. That's all I'm saying, Toto.
Yeah, you're going to get people like that. And it's not just with Slut. It was with Klopp as well. Jurgen Klopp.
I remember
when he started to go on a bad run, a couple games, right? Still won us a trophy, by the way. So people tend to forget. Still won us a trophy, but still, even though he had a little dry spell, started losing a few games on the bounce, and we started saying, "Oh, Klopp out, Klopp out." We started seeing Klopp out, trending on social media. I'm thinking, where are you getting this from? You're forgetting what he done for us, and you're forgetting the form he was on. And just because he had a little dry spell of games, you're saying to yourself, "Oh, we're slat out. Like, where we're going with this? You know, it's very, very stupid in my opinion. Of course, if it's your opinion, I get it, right? And if you want to criticize performances, cool. It's good to criticize performances, and it's good to find faults. I don't mind that, but this constant prerogative of just saying, "Oh, flat out," or like last season, clap out. I just don't like it because
it's boring. It's actually boring.
Them kind of people actually say that. What, you know, when we actually do well, they won't actually speak out because they don't fit the narrative. You know, it's stuff like that. I don't like. Of course, who am I to not like? But in my opinion, I don't like it because it's like I just won us a league last season, and you're already telling him because we had a little dry spell again because we brought new players and need to fit his system. People think, yeah, it's like FIFA where you go on a manager career mode. You buy, say, Mbappe to your club, and he starts cooking for your club. It don't work like that in real life because in real life, there's a system, there's tactics that you have to do, you know, and it takes time for a player to implement themselves into a system. because Slot likes a system, doesn't he? He likes to play on wings, so he likes to implement that system around his players. You know, I just don't like the way we're just turning on managers very, very easily. Slot now is on a decent form now. You know, I'm just gonna look at that. We're improving every single time.
Look, at the end of the day, if people want Slot, that's their opinion. I'm not gonna dispute that.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not gonna dispute that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, which hopefully people can respect. If they don't respect, don't care either way. But it's my opinion, and if you, it's my opinion. I just think it's Slot fix it. You get me? Slot fix it. And a lot of these fans, what are saying that they don't go to the games. They sit in the armchair supporters. They don't really care about the club. They probably supported Man United back in the day. And now Man United crack, they're probably going to support Liverpool or Man City, you know, them fans. I'm not saying all, but some. I actually go to the games. I've actually been to the games. And I know you've been to the games because I've actually met you there as well. We've actually been together as well. Went to some games when we went to the parade as well. We've been to so many games to get me, and I want to go to the FA Cup game as well. Hopefully we can get tickets. But it is what it is, isn't it? My opinion is our opinion. And if you feel like you slat out, good. That's up to you, your opinion, isn't it? But for me, yeah, I'm Slot fix it. And that's it. And that's all I got to say. And I'm going to be consistent. I'm never going to change my opinion. No one's ever going to change my opinion. Just like I'm not going to change your opinion. It works both ways, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, yeah, we all support Liverpool. And at the end of the day, we all want the best for our club. And that is it. That's a common denominator that we all want the same, isn't it? We all want the same thing. We want Liverpool to win. So that's it, man. That's all I got to say about that, man. So
yeah,
it is what it is. So we can bring up the player line up in a minute. But remember, guys, hit that like button. You know how it is. I'm just putting this on wheel. Yeah, look how many subs we got now. I'm just looking at our sub count, man.
Yeah, but look, again, with another thing I want to point out in the game is Florian Wirtz. You know, and it gets me really, really entertained that we've done it against Wolves. Okay, but if you had a stinker another game, you'd be moaning at him for saying, no, you had a stinker. You know, it's stuff like that people just rely on stats, on how to base a player off. If you look at the way Wirtz plays in all these games for Liverpool, he always creates chances. He always puts chance on the table for other forwards. But it's not his fault he can't put it in the back of the net. We've mentioned on this channel before, I'm going to say it again, it's not his fault he can't put it in the back of the net. Oh, he hasn't got his little 0018, 0019 and all that crap. Right? Actually watch the game and look at the way he played and links up to other players.
The pass what he done yesterday to
go on YouTube and search up how Wirtz played it against, say, Wolves today. Right? And there's so many videos online of his style of play, his link-up play, his key passes, even the simple passes, his key moments of the game.
You see that pass with Gravenberch? No, not Gravenberch, Ekitike at the beginning. So that boy, he was a halfway line, just past the halfway line, and he just pinged the ball into, not pinged it, but just threw balled it to Ekitike, past 3 Wolves players, and the way he done it out of nothing, man. He just got the ball and boom, told it to ripping to Ekitike, and if Ekitike would have scored that would have been another assist. What a brilliant pass by Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, he's a true footballer, man. You know, and I always believe, and I'll say it and I'll stick to it, I believe in the next couple of years, you're going to look at him and say probably one of the best players, if not the best players in the Premier League. And if not the Premier League, the Europe. And you will be Europe, because at the end of the day, the Premier League is the best league. So that's what people are going to be looking at Florian Wirtz. Just the same way they've done it with De Bruyne. He might surpass him. You never know. But at the end of the day, he's there, and he's a Liverpool player. Look, I get it from rival fans. I get it. That's the standard for a rival fan to hate on, especially Man City as well, because they lost out on them. And Wirtz didn't want to go there. He wanted to go to a real club with proper real history. So we decided to keep and pick Liverpool.
Yeah, like I think overall the whole team doing much better than it was before. And we gotta look at that. I said it on a show earlier that, you know, about Wirtz and all that. I said, if he carries on like this, keeps being consistent, keeps creating chances like this, and soon he will definitely be so confident in the Premier League. He's getting confident, and I think soon he can be the best midfielder in the league. I think he can. I said this on the show, and of course, people, you get in the comment section, you get people not tend to read what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is he can soon be the best midfielder in the league. You know, that's exactly what I says. And he's improving game by game, getting confident game by game, creating chances, a lot of big chances game by game. But just because these don't suit your 0018, 0019 narrative, your little petty comments, right? Then of course you're gonna be. That just proves that you're just a stats merchant and you don't watch the way he plays football. I will only listen to someone who actually watches him play football, and then we can have a debate on that, you know, and how you think and how we think he plays. Because I watch Florian Wirtz week in, week out. I'm a Liverpool fan. I watch Florian Wirtz week in, week out because I know he's the anchor to our team. Right, of course, other players are there as well, but Wirtz links up to everyone. So I watch Florian Wirtz week in, week out, and I can see by the eye that he's improving game by game. He makes key passes. He makes so many big chances as well. Right, you got to think about it that way and not just say, but he's only got 1 assist. He's only got 1 goal. Yeah, but it's not his fault about the assist side of things. It's not his fault that he creates so many chances and no one puts it in the net. And I will always say this. I will always say this. And, you know, as the games go on, he'll become more and more of a key player. Because some people can just come out and say, oh, we'll see how Florian Wirtz plays this season. Whack up the stats app and say, oh, he's only got 1 goal and assist. Yeah, he's been playing crap. They don't know. They don't watch Wirtz by the eye. If you want to watch Wirtz, like I said again, go on YouTube, search up key moments from the Liverpool game, and you see the passing, the simple passes, you see the sideway backwards passes, you see the progressive passes, and everything from Florian Wirtz. Then you can say, oh, maybe he's not that bad. You know, that's what we've got to look about.
100. Totally agree with you. I love the energy, love the passion. That's what it's all about, bro. Watching football. That's what it's all about. You're going to get the sweats online. Who's never played football in their life, ever. Probably about 25, 30 stone sitting on the sofa, yamming biscuits, drinking Coca-Cola. Don't even do the daily steps. You get them ones, innit? Never probably even walked out of the house in 10 years. And they're sitting online with the little laptop with the greasy fingers, with greasy flipping fingers in between the laptop or on the phone, just tweeting stuff and think they know everything about football. That's what it is. This is why you should never ever take it that, you know, like, I know you don't anyway. You never take it personal or serious. It is what it is. This is the internet, innit? We like talking to the real ones that come on our channel when they engage with us, when they do come on. We like engage the ones in our WhatsApp group. Yeah, we engage with all of them. But you do get the haters, especially on X, which is, for me, is a toxic platform, very toxic. You just read tweets on a daily basis and you think toxic. And that's what I do. Like I said, the ones that sit at home, sweats, don't know nothing about football, haven't walked out the house in 10 years. And their daily diet and their daily sugar is 4 Mars bars, 2 bottles of Coca-Cola, and crispy popcorn. That's their daily sugar intake. That's what they have on a daily basis. And they just eat processed foods every day. That's what they do. And they gain pounds every single day and they don't go to the gym. Like I said, they ain't even been outside the house. They're the kind of ones when Christmas comes, they invest in a gym membership. Yeah? They go to the gym, right, this is the year I'm going to lose weight. They go to the gym once and then back at home again on the PlayStation 5 playing FIFA. The whole 1 year membership down the drain. Boom. Gym's got your money. It's them ones to get me. So don't even bother take it that serious. It's just us chilling, having a good time, doing our final whistle, and engaging with the public who want to engage with us. And if you don't want to engage with us, that's up to you. We would like you to engage with us because this is what this channel is. But if you want to just watch us and be a secret watcher, it doesn't matter. It's all good.
Like the video.
Bastoni, Liverpool should buy. Yeah, like the video. That's the most important thing. If you're watching us, just like the video. It's very easy. So it says Bastoni, Liverpool should buy.
Here, man. Like the video.
What did you say, Toto?
I'll say there's 8 of you in here. There's 8 of you in here. Get involved in the chat if you want to. But if you just want to lurk and just watch and can't involve the chat, I understand that. That a lot of the times when I go on YouTube, just like the video, it gets a video recommended out there.
That's 6 likes at the moment, so which is good. So we got 6 likes. Let's go straight to the that rapid today. Yeah, that rapid man. Like the blood video, man. Blood. So there you go. We are here. We're doing the player lineup. We're gonna do this. So look at that's good. You can see everything good, yeah. So let's start with oh that rapid today, man. Like the video. Gripping man's up in on like the video. Anyway, yeah, I got notification. Oh look, there you go. Someone likes my images. Oh, did you see TikTok? We go on TikTok, Toto, when you got a chance here. I'm live anyway on TikTok, yeah. I got a new profile picture.
Yeah,
change it, man.
Got the null one. There's an old one that was.
Nah, the one was there before. Yeah. So I just had to update it. You get me? So let's go. So what we're gonna start with Alison, of course. Alison, I've got the chat room here, so I've got people chatting. Big up to people on TikTok as well. Sorry guys, I haven't forgot about it. It's just my chat room wasn't docked. I can see loads of people on TikTok now. Ever since you've done that setting for me, you know, the other day, you told me what to do to go on the thing. I'm getting loads on here now. That's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big up to people on TikTok. Just get, and if you want to get involved with the debate as well, you can get involved. Everybody is allowed to get involved. Okay, everyone is allowed. Let me just blow up the screen a bit on TikTok, make it a bit bigger, a bit small. To be fair, yeah. So what you saying about Alison?
I say unlucky. Unlucky about the set piece goal. It's just what it is, isn't it? He didn't keep a clean sheet, but again, it's the second ball. It's hard for a keeper to set the second ball. If you say it's not hard, then yeah. But look, Alison for me had a decent game, made a couple of good saves, but not much to do other than that. So I say 6 for Ali.
Yeah, with Alison, like I said at the beginning, he must be livid the way they're going on, you know, with these flipping clean sheets. Sorry. Because Alison, because the goal, he was unable, look, he was unable to register, you know, his 100th Premier League clean sheet. That's what he was going for. So he still can't, he's trying to register his 100th clean sheet in the Premier League. And yesterday, obviously, it didn't work out for him. That Bruno gave that Wolves, when that won, when it was basically shouldn't have scored, gave Wolves a lifeline. I thought overall Alison was okay though. I think he played his Alison, and it is what it is. I'm going to give him 6. Is that what you go for?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. Jeremy Frimpong.
We got the assist in there.
Big up.
As soon as he's come back, he's been good. Like lively on the right hand side. Of course, starting over Connor. I think Connor at the moment is injured, isn't he? Is he injured, Connor Bradley?
No, he still play. If it went for Connor Bradley yesterday, we would have been 2-2.
Yeah. From Palmer to say 8, I think he's done really well.
Yeah. Making his first start since the win over Frankfurt in October. His first start, because remember when he came on, his last game he got an assist, but he came on as a sub in it. But this was his first start. As soon as he came on, really looked lively on that wing, pacey. That's what we was missing from Salah, you know, on that right wing, that pace. And Frimpong is providing that for us at the moment. And hopefully, touchwood, he doesn't get injured. I will say that as well, but hopefully he doesn't get injured. Great assist to Gravenberch for Gravenberch to score the goal. And yeah, I'll give him an 8. 100%. Well deserved. I'm so glad he's back in it. The only thing Frimpong, I just hope he can stay, you know, fit. That's the only thing with him. So he's getting an excellent Jeremy Frimpong, well deserved. I remember when he scored, they said the double Dutch. This is the double Dutch, Gravenberch and Frimpong. So Ibra Konate wasn't that good. Can you want me to start with this one?
Yeah.
Ibra Konate, he missed training because he actually missed training, wasn't fit, so he missed the midweek training. Wasn't strong enough again today, in my opinion. The Akadori, I forgot, I can't pronounce it. Akadori, who forced the save from Alisson, was giving Konate problems through the game. He didn't look like his best. He looked a step slower. So I'm going to give Konate a 4. I don't think he was that good yesterday.
Yeah, he's a bit sloppy, only. Konate was not the best. Of course, missing training's a big minus as well. Yeah, he's had a good run of games. Again, every player has a bad game in it. You can't be perfect.
No, nobody's perfect, bro.
So there's no put dog in Ibu. Ibu's been excellent these past couple of games. So past few games actually. So I say, same as before.
So Ibra Konate 4. So the next one, Kerkers.
Better, getting better every game. Kerkers now. I say, look, he's getting more and more proven to the squad that he can start with Robbo. He's a more than suitable replacement for Robbo. Because we all know Kerkers will be the understudy of Robbo, and I think Kerkers he's now the certified. Of course, he's a starter, but he's becoming more and more proved that he's a proper starter for us week in, week out. He's always there as an option. He's always making them good runs. He just needs to contribute more to attack because that's his role in it as a left back, right back. Modern day football, if you can't contribute to attack, it's a bad thing because you as a fullback now, as a right back, left back, you have to you have to contribute to attack. The only position that hasn't changed a lot is probably centre back, but again, centre back, you have to be very, very good at passing, and of course that has always been the case. So the position that's changed a lot is left back, right back, definitely.
Oh yeah, because there were no wing backs before.
Yeah, exactly. It was just stone back. Yeah, your left back, right back, you defend. You know, the only position that hasn't changed as much is probably centre back. You know, but that's it really.
Nah, even them, I reckon, are more versatile now. Centre backs.
Yeah.
You never got Bastoni now. In the old centre backs, you never see him go past the halfway line. No. Now you tend to see him go up a bit more now with the centre backs, so they're more versatile.
But most people play high, don't they?
Yeah, they're more versatile now, the centre backs, the way there was 20 years ago. A lot more versatile, they're more dynamic now. Not necessarily better, but just the way they play. They play more up the field now. They can. It's like when we saw Virgil. And remember that one time he was doing like a left wing, he was running with the ball and he tried to cut it. And you remember it looked awkward on the ball. Yeah. That was funny, man. But should have scored that time. Remember when Salah should have passed to him, man. Remember Virgil was running, Salah just didn't pass to him. I can't be angry at this. Go ahead.
Yeah. Kirk, I'm gonna say 7. I thought he'd done really well.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. Like Frimpong obviously on the other flank. The left Kerkers drove forward as much as he could, really, pushing walls back, ejecting plenty of energy, really, into the Anfield crowd, and he was brilliant, man. He was like I said at the beginning of the video, we're seeing a smidgen, but it's getting bigger of last year's Kerkers when Kerkers was at Bournemouth, innit? That's why we brought him, and we're starting to see it now. He's getting more confident on the ball. That's what it's all about, confidence with Kerkers. Very simple confidence. Once he gets his confidence in, that's it. It's cooking, isn't it? It's cooking.
Yeah.
And I think Robbo has got a lot to do with this. I think people don't understand about the senior players having influence on the newer players, isn't it? And I think Robbo, I reckon he talks to him. I think his friend talks to him, telling him this is the way it's going to go. Got to do this, you got to do that. And obviously he's learning in training, but you can't be an old head and giving you information. And I think Robbo's got a lot to do with this because I think this season Robbo's probably going to leave Liverpool. But then and then we'll have to look for another right back as well to go alongside Kirkes. But overall, I thought Kirkes had a brilliant game, and I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. I agree.
Yeah.
Where is he? Right. So, next one, Toto. We're on to the midfielders. We can start with Gravenberch. If you want me to start with him.
Yeah, can I say Gravenberch had a better game.
Oh, he was really good, yeah.
He had a much better game. His positioning was good. I thought more composed as well. He got his goal. Got his goal, didn't he? He was very, very composed finish. Good goal. But more like the player we saw last season as well. So Gravenberch, I'm going to say 8 for Grav. I thought he was good.
Yeah, Gravenberch. His positioning yesterday was good for Liverpool. Lurking on the edge of the box before bursting forward for when Frimpong gave him that cutback and gave him the assist. In the first half, he looked superb. Second half, he was still okay, but his best football was in the first half. Again, it looked like the old Gravenberch, the old Gravenberch from last season, because Gravenberch hasn't had the best season this season compared to last season. But I think he was good in this, and I'm probably going to give him 8. What did you give him? 7?
I gave him 8. Yeah.
Okay. And obviously he got the goal as well. Let's start Curtis Jones. Go Curtis Jones.
Well, Curtis Jones. Again, he's getting better game by game, isn't he? Curtis Jones
He's been one of our best players.
I think he's now a certified starter for us.
Oh yeah.
I think Slat did the right thing by starting Jones, and we was
the reason why he started, by the way, is because Szoboszlai weren't playing. But I still think you would have started Curtis Jones because he had to miss the game. Before you comment on Curtis Jones, what's our starting 3? Because the reason why he didn't play is because Gravenberch was off. He had to miss the game, innit?
Grav Jones and Gravenberch, Jones, and Szoboszlai.
So
because then the other day I think Macca's on the bench. He was on the bench last game as well.
I think so as well. I agree. So what are you giving Curtis Jones?
8.
Okay, yeah. Okay. It was I'll give him that. Look, in the middle of the park, he was brilliant. He made 15 recoveries. I'm not really a stat man, but he made 15 recoveries from his side, ensuring to make sure Liverpool sustained attack. He done his job, man. His passing was good as well. There's one thing I say about Curtis Jones: he's good at holding up the ball, and like controlling it. He's good at that. That's his best attribute as a Liverpool player. But I'm going to give Curtis Jones 7. I agree. I'll give him a 7. 7. You want that 7 yet?
Yeah.
So he's with Kirkes. Right. Let's go with this. I'll big up to you, Drew Gooner. Guba, sorry, not Gooner, Guba. Big up to you, bro. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, man. If you want to get involved in the conversation, you can. We are trying to get to the magic number. If you want to subscribe, if you want to hit the like button, I know you've been with us for years. Big up to you, and yeah, man, just hit that like button. That's all we need, man. We need the likes. Let's try and get it to 10 likes before the end of the video. Yeah, man. Curtis, the only scouts in our team left. I know. We need to change that as well. We need to change that. We need a few more scouts. So you get me. We have to have more scouts. At least 3. At least 3. But yeah.
No, I don't like it as well.
Goober, man.
Unless you're not related to the Scouser thing that was just talking about. But as I just think, in my opinion, Rio should be getting more games. For me, I just think he's in the first team. He's got a new contract and all that, and they came up with thinking, yeah, I can finally get to play. You put a kid like that ready to play, and I think he's been robbed of a lot of games this season. He's been robbed a lot by a lot of games where not even Gakpo's available or Chiesa was still on the bench. You could have stuck with Engamo's only winger available, and you didn't even go with Engamoa. You know, I like the way we're playing now. I'm not criticizing this, but people might get me wrong. I'm not criticizing the way we're playing. We're playing very, very well. But I think Engamo needs to start off the bench more and play more games. Maybe starting a few more games here and there as well. You know, I just think a talented player like that, you're wasting him, and you just want to let him go on loan. No, I don't want to let Engamo go out on loan because I have a feeling that's going to happen.
I think we should have put him on loan. Yeah,
if you're not going to play him, put him on loan.
Oh, from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because all what we've done is hamper his progress. He sat on the bench for the majority of the season, and he could have been playing football and getting better. When I say loan, I would have probably given to someone like Brighton. I always go to Brighton and sort of seem like that, you get me? Someone like Brighton or Bournemouth. Let him go there, let him go on a loan there, 1 year loan. They're not buying, just a simple loan to let him get his football in, because he's just been sitting there and he's wasted a whole season. Unless Slot now suddenly starts playing him in the second half of the season, that's different, but I can't see that at the moment. If it was me at the beginning, what happened was when we sold Diaz, we didn't replace Diaz. Now, Ungamoa was looking good in pre-season, innit? And when I saw him in pre-season, I said, you know what? We got Ungamoa, you know. We don't need to buy Diaz yet. We don't need to buy that Diaz replacement yet. That's where they made a mistake. They just said, look, it's only pre-season. We still need to buy a Diaz replacement. And if they weren't sure about Ungamoa, we got the contract down, put him on loan. 1 year loan, just to get some football in. Even a 6 month loan. It looks like Harvey Elliot's coming back, by the way, which we'll get into in a minute. But they should have put him on a loan. And that would have helped him with his football. When we would have got him back, he would have been a better player. Even better than what he is now. Because he's a star. He's going to be one of the best players in the Premier League. Hands down. But he needs to play games. He needs to play football. And that's the same with Trione as well.
You got him, man. It's crap. You know, the way he's just on the bench. He's not even coming on. Even the last 10 minutes. We get it, he's a young player, man. But you gave him a professional contract. You gave him a senior contract. Yeah, you have to give the kid game. And he's so talented, man. He's so talented. He's skillful. He's techy. And he's a very, very classic winger. Like, he likes to take players one-on-one. He's very, very confident in the way he plays. And just wasting him on the bench. You're leaving a gem like that can just light up the Premier League. You know, he'd done it against seniors before. Of course, not the Premier League. He'd done it in pre-season. But again, still seniors that play championship level. Championship level is still a high level. You know, when Engamo can do very, very well. And if he can do it against senior players, you know, I think he can do it in Liverpool. He can do it in the Premier League.
Yeah. I totally agree. So what we on now?
We're just wasting it. We've done Jones. We're on Maka now, I think.
Yeah, we're on Maka. We've got 7 likes, 4 watching, guys. Remember, smack the like. Well, we've got 6 watching now. Smack the like. Every time I change it, it just changes on the YouTube site. YouTube knows. You get me? So we've got 7 likes, 6 watching, and we do appreciate that. But if you are watching, and if you're here just to stay for a temporarily, can you please like the video? We're trying to get to 10 likes. That will be good for us. And if you can do that, it'll be much appreciated, guys. Big up. So now let's move on to the next one. It's McAllister. What he said about Mac. Where you putting Curtis again? Did we move Curtis Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it. Yeah. So we're on what we're saying about Mac 10.
I say okay game, better game. But still not there yet. But there is you can get there. Played some good passes. He played in the 10, didn't he? Maka did.
Yeah.
I won't play him there. That's just me. I think he's more of an 8 and a 6. But look, he was more on the defensive side. McAllister was. It was a better game, more solid game for Maka. But still can do better though.
Yeah.
I'll say 6 for Maka.
Totally agree. I'm just sending this on finger. Yeah, McAllister. Look, he was operating in and out around Ekitike. Look, he had 4 touches inside the Wolves penalty area, 4 touches, but he wasn't able to make the most of the entries. Defensively, he was pushed to the side by a Rockedar, can't pronounce his name, in the build-up. But overall, I don't think he played that good. What did you give him? I'll give him a 5.
I gave him 6. That's what I gave
him. Give him a 4 then. I'll give him a 4, so we just go in the middle of 5. Because I think he was a 4 myself. We'll give him a 5. This is meeting in the middle, isn't it? So let's go to the attack. Federico Chiesa. He was replacing suspended Dominic Szoboszlai in the starting 11. The winger was rather quiet, and as a result, he was the first Liverpool player to be substituted after an hour. He was quiet. It wasn't his best game at all. See, people always criticise people about, why shouldn't I start him? Why shouldn't I start him? The reason why he's probably tired, because he's not getting enough games. I think if Chiesa got more games, he'd be better. He's just not getting enough games. And for that, it shows up. That for me, that was just a statement from Slack. That was just say, look, I told you,
Yeah.
Told you this is what up. But the reason why he doesn't look as fast and speedy is because he's not getting enough football. That's it. If he played more regular football, it'd be better. And that's just the way it is, but he's not. So I'm going to give Federico Chiesa a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll say that as well.
I love Chiesa, but 5 out of 10. What are you saying?
Yeah, that's the same.
Okay. Right. Let's move on to...
I say he's works there, definitely, but he needs to get more games. I think in the next game he should start as well. Because Isak at the moment I don't think he'll be back for the season. Isak, so maybe end of the season he'll play a couple of games. We should still go with Chiesa. Like, why not? Why not go with Chiesa?
Yeah, play more games, playing with the fitness.
We all know he's going to bench Chiesa because he's only rotated him for this game because we're playing against bottom of the league. Respect to Wolves, but every time we play against crap teams, maybe cup games or when we play against some low end teams that we know we can beat, right? We go with Chiesa in then games, but Chiesa never ever starts a game week in, week out. We would never.
No.
Next game, he'll probably be on the bench.
He just plays like he comes on the last 10 minutes of the game. You're not going to get match fit that way. Has to play regular football. So, I know what you're saying. So, the next one is... There you go. A bit low. So Kitty, that's a bit low. So done myself there. So do it again. This is delayed today. There you go. Better.
Yeah, bro.
So we've got Hugo Ekitike. Looking good, excellent form. Brilliant. Look, he had a good assist. He could have got an assist at the beginning, but it didn't work out for him. Ekitike, brilliant, setting up Wirtz. Well, he did. He got the Wirtz. Sorry, got the Wirtz assist. Breakthrough goal for Florian Wirtz. Set up by Ekitike. Looking good, non-stop. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think he was really good. Ekitike.
Yeah, he was good.
Brilliant solo run. It was.
A lot. Didn't get his goal. But again, you gotta look at the way he played, and Ekitike played really good.
Yeah.
Good in the build up.
That
got a lot of
was
chances.
amazing.
But yeah, really, I say 8 for Ekitike. Done really well. You
got Ekitike. looked knackered after 65 minutes though. That's all we need another striker. I'm jittering everywhere now. This is why we need another striker.
Yeah, this is where we're going to struggle in terms of fitness.
With Ekitike, innit?
Yeah.
This is why we need another striker. You know, like a winger. We are going to struggle in terms of
fitness. Yeah, it was, and we just gotta deal with it, you know, and maybe Chiesa has to be the lone striker for some games. And again, like I said, start Engamoa. Like sometimes you can play Chiesa if Ekitike is tired. You play Chiesa as a lone striker, and you put Engamoa on the left, and you play Wirtz in the middle, and you play Sub on the right. If you want to do it that way, you know, there's so many stuff you can do with it. Of course, I'm such a manager and all that, but I think Engamoa needs more games. That's just me. Engamoa needs more games. And I think Chiesa sometimes needs to start over Ekitike in some game if Ekitike needs rest or he's tired, because we can't just play him every game. He's going to get tired and he's going to get burnt out. You know, we all know how good Ekitike is, but we want to keep him that way throughout the rest of the season. Look, Slut at the moment, people say he's in survival mode and all that. That's why he's playing like this. I just think simply our players are playing well together. But Slut doesn't want to lose, does he? He wants to win games. He wants to keep that top four. And we also got a decent lead in terms of the distance from fourth to fifth. We've got a decent little lead in terms of fourth to fifth. So,
and people were saying we're going to leave 13 games. They said we're going to have to. I remember someone saying we're going to have to win 13 games to get to fourth place. Remember that?
Yeah. I think some people can just be.
Why is it so jittery? Is it jittery on your side?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Mine's glitching out again. It's all right. I'm good. So what we're saying. What we're saying about Florian Wirtz, and let's go into Florian Wirtz. Aiming to build in the first league assist. Brilliant assist from Florian Wirtz. I mean, the goal by Florian Wirtz. Terrific, cool, collective. Showing he also created the most chances with 3 and won the most duels in the match as well with 11. Fantastic performance. So you got them stats there. So the most duels, 11 most duels, won 11 duels, and the most chances created, which was 3. Scored. Brilliant. Nice setup by Frimpong. And for me, he's getting man of the match, and he's getting 10 out of 10 for me, the Messiah. He's getting the top Messiah for me.
Yeah, he's the best game for Liverpool. Got his goal. And again, just the people online, I've done it against Wolves. Yeah, just you know what I mean. It's just like if he doesn't score enough games, then he's gonna get ridiculed for it anyway. He's gonna start getting 018, whatever, man. You know.
How about you go get a job? That's what you should do. Get a job.
Even for it was standout player for us. Has so much touches. Looked very, very settled. So confident. You know, you see Florian Wirtz. You can tell his confidence is there, man. Look, you don't spend £100 million for a player and just to say, oh, he's crap. He's good. That's what we bought him for £100 million. And people tend to forget he comes from the Bundesliga, different style of football, different system. He's come from Bayer Leverkusen, different system. They play for 3 at the back. We play for 4 at the back. Different system, different formation, right? He's starting to, you know, get used to the system and get more confident. So yeah, 10-4. 10-4 Wirtz.
Yeah, so there you go. What you said about Slot, big head Slot.
So good, you know, managed the game well. We look confident. Honestly, we look confident. Again, he wanted to rotate his team a bit. There was a lot of injuries. It's good to see Chiesa start, but again, we all know why Chiesa started because of injuries and all that. We dominate the first half. It's just a set pieces, man. Just needs to improve. But again, if our performance does dip after half time, of course, you got to question the manager. But we did well. It's one of our games. You look at the score 2-1. We struggled. No, we never struggled. You know, we look very, very good. I'll say 7 for slot.
Cool. I agree. So that's it then. That's how we mark it. And that's how we mark it. Well, I'll put that in the WhatsApp group because you can download it, you see.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just screenshot it. You can do it, man. So that's it, man. That's the end of that. Let's just move on to some news. This is what makes me laugh sometimes during this silly season. That's what they call it. The silly season. Let's go on to Semenyo. Before we head off, a little bit of news on Semenyo.
Oh, Soda's gone. But yeah, people watching, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I don't know where Soda's going, everyone, but you got any opinions about Liverpool? You got any opinions about?
I just got kicked out just like that.
The Wi-Fi is probably.
Go on, what are you saying, Toto?
No, I was just filling in, but I was just saying, like, if anyone's watching, hit the like button, whatever. But what's going on with Semenyo?
I'm gonna bring up on the screen if I can find it.
Yeah.
So you got this same. This is literally the same guy that's tweeted it, LFC transfer. So basically, 8 minutes ago. Okay, this is 8 minutes ago, right? 8 minutes. It literally says Paul Joyce and Chris. That don't mean nothing. Liverpool remain interested in Antonio Semenyo. January the 1st is viewed as a pivotal date if Man City haven't wrapped up a deal by then. It could indicate other clubs are still in the mix. Liverpool have made late moves before. Okay? And literally not long after that, this was 2 minutes after the basically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 minutes after Manchester City have intensified their pursuits of Bournemouth Antonio Semenyo, and are expected to meet with the forwards represented within 24 hours. So within 5 minutes, he's gone from Liverpool are still interested. That's if Man City don't go for it, and then a few minutes later, boom, that. Do you understand what I mean now, boys? Silly season. Nobody knows jack. Okay, nobody knows nothing at the moment. If we go live and we put something up, that means we know something. You get me? But this is what I'm saying about silly. It's called the silly season, isn't it? They got it in Formula One as well. You know, when it comes to halfway through Formula One season and other teams are looking for new drivers, they call it the silly season.
Yeah.
That's what this is. So what's your thoughts on this, on the silly season?
Yeah, it's a bunch of crap in it. We got to see where it is in January and how it holds up. It would like to see the Isak situation. How many times we saw interviews saying, "No, you ain't getting nothing," especially Newcastle. In journalists, "Oh, you ain't getting him, lad," or we're not getting Isak. What happened at the end of the transfer window? We ended up getting Isak. And don't tell me that no clubs were interested in Isak. Mostly, probably every Premier League club is interested in Alexander Isak for the season he had, right? But no one knew nothing. And at the end, we got him in the end. You know, we might say Semenyo's gone for City, and again, they say that Semenyo said he wants City. When have you heard Semenyo say that he wants a City? If you want City so bad, if you're going to leave Bournemouth, why aren't you putting a tweet online and saying goodbye Bournemouth? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing really. He's certified. Yeah, you got your credible journalists.
1 second, I'll be back. 1 second.
You got your credible journalists out there, right? I'm not saying I think we're still interested for him, but I'm not saying we're going to get him definitely. But you just got to see the way it is. New year, new transfer window, anything can happen, man. Football's unpredictable. Anything can happen. So we've got to look. We've got to look at the way it is and say, look, City's interested in Semenyo. It looks like we're nearly out the race. But again, we don't know nothing yet, do we? We don't know nothing yet. There's so many journalists coming out and saying different things. and it's not certified. You know, just got to see the way it is. Semenyo, would love him at the club. Absolutely love him at the club. But again, we got other options as well. But I'm not going to come out and say, yeah, I don't want him anyway. Of course I want Semenyo. I really want Semenyo. Right? But if we don't get him, is what it is. We look on for another winger because there's so many wingers out there. You got Adeyemi, Barcola. They're two wingers we're linked to. You got young wingers that we're linked to. You know, we've got some players at the club as well, but we need a winger, and that's what we're probably going to look for. We need centre backs as well, and you know, we linked to all these players, but it all comes down to what happens in January. Of course, it's more likely that Semenyo will go to City, but will he go to City? You know, there's so many stuff online. It's mad. It's mad. You know, so that's my view on it.
Yeah, there's one more article before we head off. Mark Guay, and I'm sure it won't be the last time we report on this guy. Update from Sky Sports News. Crystal Palace believe Liverpool are the sole club aiming to sign Mark Guay for a free this January, while several European sides are lining up the land the England defender on a free next year. You see what I mean? This just means absolutely nothing. So he basically said Crystal Palace believe Liverpool are the sole club aiming to sign Mark Guay. And then after that, he's gone on to say, while several European sides are lining up to sign the England defender. You get me? So he said one thing and then gone on to another. That's why I said, guys, it's silly season and it's starting already. That's all it is, silly season. Nobody knows nothing at the moment. It's all crap. And there you go. So there's another one here. This is from Fabrizio. He said it's from Fabrizio Romano. To say that, you know what? They say that at the journalist, yeah. But when you go on the journalist Twitter feed, yeah, you don't hear him say it, do you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is on here. From @Fabrizio Romano, this is 23 minutes ago. Liverpool made calls before Christmas and again recently to check on Antonio Semenyo's situation. However, they haven't contacted Bournemouth directly as the player currently prefers to move to Man City. Let him go now. We got Barcola. I'll be good with that. You get me?
Yeah.
Barcola.
Yeah. We're linked to other wingers as well. So
yeah, it's not the end of the world.
See what it is. It's mad. It's mad, man. That there's so many people dogging on Wirtz. It's unbelievable. It's funny as well.
Jealous, bro.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's all about the jealousy, especially this guy here, Leah. Jealous. They're just jealous, that's all. So that's it, man. Toto, we're heading off then back, bro. We'll be back. When do we play again? Tuesday? So if we're playing Tuesday, we've got to do a video tomorrow. Play a lineup. When do we play again? I think it's Tuesday.
Do you play Tuesday?
I think so. I'm sure it's Tuesday, or is it Thursday? So when Christmas comes, everything changes, and everything.
Thursday.
We play Thursday, so we play on Thursday against Leeds at Anfield. So we've got another home game, so that's good, man. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get them tickets for the FA Cup when I go on sale. Hopefully, I can get them. And yeah, Liverpool. Next game is Leeds. And that's it, man. That's the end of the stream. Toto, we're heading off, man. Hope you enjoy your new year. We're going to be back on Wednesday. If not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday to do the player lineup. And that's it, man. I want to try and do it Tuesday, actually get out of the way, so it gives us that day off. So we do it tomorrow, Monday. No, we're playing Thursday, so we could do the player lineup Tuesday. So it's Monday tomorrow, yeah. So we'll be back Tuesday. We'll be back Tuesday. So Toto, I'm heading off now, bro. Big up. Thanks for the support again. It's your channel as well. Let's head off, man. See you later. Big up, Toto. Big up, Toto Hammer. Big up.
Arne Slot is my daddy. He spanks me every time I manage against him. He literally picked me up, put me upside down, and spanked me. No Diddy.
I'll see you guys.